the Statue of Liberty was given, though the people of the USA are present from the French people. 3. Gold was first discovered in California in 18
18, yeah.
8.
48.
48. 4. Lemons and sugar are used to make lemonade.
Lemonade.
5. The game of rugby was first played at a rugby school in the UK. 6. The first public movie was shown to an invited audience in Indiana in 1894. 7. The river that flows through Washington, D.C. in the USA is called the Potomac. 8. The first games console was invented by Ralph H. Beer. 9. Heathrow Airport's Terminal 5 was opened by the Queen in 2008. Then, many characters in Somerset Maugham's books are based on real people.
Okay, good. Be careful with the participles. For example, based. Right? We're based.
Bien.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, so to give a little revision about the verbs, number 2 was given.
Yes.
3 discovered. 4 used. 1 syllable, used. Right?
Yes.
5 played. 6 shown. 7 called. 8 invented. 9 opened. And 10 based. Okay, we good?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Now, yes, we're moving to activity 2, where you have to put the sentences in order. Fabian read number 1, that was the film The Iron Lady is based on the life of Margaret Thatcher. Okay, good, the Thatcher lady. Okay, number 3. Who would like to read 3?
Me, teacher.
Juan Pablo, okay, let's go.
Apple were invented and mobile phones by Bontisfy.
We have to organize that, because by means the person who did it, right? Or in this case, the company, right?
Right.
So the ending of this sentence is by Apple. That is the ending. What about the first part? What was
mobile phones were invented by Apple.
exactly?
Claro.
So we have mobile phones weren't invented by Apple. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good. Juan, would you read number 4? Juan and then Lydia. So we change.
Petrol isn't used in nowadays.
It's not petrol.
Not petrol.
Not at the very beginning. Okay, let's see if we can make sense of this. Tenemos, no está. Tenemos petrol, que tiene con la gasolina, la nafta, así como quieran decirle. LED, ojo con LED, que LED se refiere a ¿qué cosa? In Spanish.
Dejar.
Liderar.
No.
Guiar.
No.
Direccionar.
No.
¿No es usar? No,
Permitir.
usar no.
Es el plomo.
Ah, good. Lead se puede confundir muy, que bien dijeron, con lead, que es de liderar, lead the way. Pero en este caso, lead es justamente plomo. Entonces, ustedes en la oración tienen, no está gasolina, plomo, usada hoy en día. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que no se usa hoy en día?
Lead. Listen.
El
Lead.
lead.
Plomo.
So, lead isn't used in petrol nowadays.
Se puede decir nowadays isn't used lead in petrol. ¿Está bien dicho también? No.
No. Porque
Ok.
partimos de la misma base de qué es lo que se hace, qué es hecho y por quién. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que nos hace hoy en día? Que el plomo esté en
Claro.
la gasolina.
Entonces,
¿sí?
empieza en plomo.
Use.
Poner el foco en el plomo.
Claro.
Ujú. Sí, supongamos.
Quedó así, queda así.
Estoy buscando la manera. Pasa que, claro, no tenemos. A ver, esperen. Déjame buscar una manera para que sea más fácil para seguirlo. ¿Cómo? Perdón. Lead isn't used in petrol nowadays. La oración correcta es esa. Lead isn't used in petrol nowadays.
Ajá.
Yeah, that's the sentence. Pronunciation is always difficult, but I'm thinking other examples, but we'll continue and then I will come back to this. But the thing here is lead, careful, is not a verb here, okay? It's another thing, it's a noun. Okay, what about number 5? Who feels like reading number 5?
Low,
Low, yeah,
low cost flight. Tengo una ventana abierta acá, justo arriba del. Acá está. Ahí está. Low cost flight are sold online.
Low cost flights are sold online. Yeah,
Yes.
totally. That was easy. Good. All right, what about number 6?
The Petronas Towers were designed by an Argentinian architect.
Yes, excellent. The towers were designed by an Argentinian architect. Great. 7. About Avatar.
Avatar wasn't directed by Steven Spielberg.
By Stephen.
By
Yes.
yes.
Good. Excellent. And number 8, the last one.
Minis aren't made by a British company anymore.
Good. Yeah. Minis. Good. Minis aren't made by a British company anymore. Great. Questions?
They are Chinese, no?
Sorry?
They are Chinese now?
No, now they're regular. No more minis. Regular.
Oh, okay.
Regular size cars.
Okay.
Okay. Now, 64. It says write sentences in the present or past passive. So here you had to choose, right? If it was in the present or in the past. So let's see. Number 2. We have what? Contact lenses
were invented by chemists.
by a Czech chemist. Yep. Number 3 is a question, right? Where
Where are olives grown?
Where are olives? Yeah. Where are olives grown? It's a question. Good. 4. The VW, actually, the VW Beetle
Was
What
designed
was designed?
designed
in 1930.
Yeah, good. 5. Diamonds.
Are fine.
Are fine.
Are found
Found.
in many different colors. Number 6. Question again.
When were vitamins discovered?
When were vitamins discovered? When were they discovered? Good. 7. Spanish.
Is often
Spain. Yes. Excellent. And number 8, another question. Where
Where
the Lord of the Rings
the Lord of the Rings
yeah, where the Lord of the Rings? Where were the Lord of the Rings? Film. I was missing something. Films made. Yeah. All right. Wonderful. Questions? No questions? So far, so good. Okay, and then activity C, more passive words, phrases actually. Sentences in this case. Rewrite the sentences in the passive. Okay. So, no.
Okay.
There. So, we have number 2. Microsoft didn't invent laptop computers. So, laptop computers.
This is number 3.
Oh, this is number 3. You're right. Number 2 was people of all ages wear jeans. So, jeans
Are worn
by
Okay.
people of all ages. Yeah. Number 3, Microsoft didn't invent laptop computers. So laptop computers
weren't invented by Microsoft.
weren't invented by Microsoft. Number 4, does a computer control the heating? Oh, interesting.
Is the heating controlled by a computer?
Is the heating controlled by a computer? And question one, right? Is the heating controlled by a computer? Okay, good. Number 5. Stieg Larsson wrote the Millennium Trilogy. The Millennium Trilogy
was written
by Steve
by Stephen Larson.
okay, was written, right? Written by Steve
Britain.
Good. 6. People don't use cassette recorders very much today. Okay, cassette recorders.
aren't used by people very much today.
Very much today. Do you remember the last time you used a cassette recorder? I think it was
20 years ago.
20-something years ago.
20
I
years
don't,
ago.
I don't borrow that time.
Sorry, Juan?
I don't borrow in that time. I don't borrow at this time. It was stored in CD, in cassettes. And
It was burned. We use the verb burned in CD. Yeah, burned into
yes,
CDs. That's right. Yes, I think that I used cassette recorders when I was little, that I remember them, right? But so interesting how technology has changed.
Yes,
Okay.
Very fast.
very fast.
Technology changing.
Very fast.
Yes, the other day I don't remember if it was in this class, but we were talking about Blueberry phones. Remember the Blueberry? Blueberry? No,
Yeah.
Blackberry phones.
Blu-ray.
Little. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
BlackBerry phone. Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a blueberry like the fruit.
Blackberry. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Blackberry.
The Blu-ray.
Blu-ray, remember? Wow.
Blu-ray.
We are time traveling with this, you know?
Yeah.
The magazine in the car.
Yes. I remember that.
It was a big cassette. A big cassette.
A big cassette,
With,
yeah.
with two songs.
Yes. Wow. And now you have just a little device and you connect your phone because you don't use anything now. You just use your phone, you connect it, and you use it.
It's the same as the video cassette. It's an antiquity. Antiquities?
Antiquity, yeah, it's an antiquity. Yeah, it's an antiquity. Yeah, because think about, for example, the quinceañeras party, weddings, right?
Yeah.
Communions.
For my
That
graduation.
that you have the photographer, right? But the recording machine, I would say, was huge.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, where were we? Last question. It was the last 7. Ah, no, 7 and 8. 7. Picasso didn't paint the Scream. The Scream
Wasn't painted by Picasso.
Claro.
by Picasso. Yeah. And number 8. Question again. Did the same person direct all the Harry Potter films? So were all
The Harry Potter
films
directed by the same person.
Yes. Good, wonderful. Oh, next activity is interesting. Activity 3, it says, listen and circle the past participle with a different ed sound, right? For example, we have, well, here's a stop, but the letter D, right? For gold, discovered, painted, right? So painted is different. Then it says id. Which of the 3 words doesn't have sound id?
Pretend.
Check.
Pretend.
Check.
Checked.
Checked.
Checked. Checked. Because we have invented and pretended. Right? So checked is different. Number 3, again with
After the T and the D, the pronouns it.
yes, after the sound D and T.
Okay.
D and T.
Yes.
What is
Design.
number 3?
Wanted.
For me, design.
But design.
Wanted.
Design.
Wanted.
Wanted.
Wanted. Ah, okay. Claro.
No, I don't want this. I want to There. Well, I cannot claim this. It was, let's go again here, wanted. There we go. Then it, number 4.
Directed. Directed.
Started.
Rain.
Rained. Started, directed. Okay.
Ah,
Ahora que
rain.
¿cuál? Acuérdense que es cuál no tiene el sonido.
Claro, claro.
Rain.
Rained.
So, rained. Rained, started, directed. What about number 5?
Time.
Decide.
Time.
Base.
Basic.
No.
No.
Decide. Produce.
Decide.
Produce.
Produced.
Decide.
Decided.
Decide.
Decided.
Decide. Ah, lo estamos haciendo, lo estoy haciendo al revés.
I think you are, because it's the sound that is not that. Tiene el sonido que no respeta el que les marca.
Por eso,
Yeah.
decide.
Decided, produced,
Decided.
based. So produced and based have the sound T, right? El sonido T lo tiene, el de la T. Decide, no, decided. Tiene la terminación
Claro. Decide. Produced. Claro, está.
Basic.
Based.
Produced
También.
está la T y based también.
Based.
Decided, no.
Decided. No.
Ujú. De vuelta, pequeño recordatorio. Recuerden que el único momento donde el verbo va a sonar con it, como decided, invented, directed, es cuando el verbo termina en sonido T o D, ¿sí? En el infinitivo. Entonces yo tengo, por ejemplo, decide, la palabra en infinitivo sin ED, decide. ¿Cuál es el último sonido de decide? La D, decide.
D.
La D quiere decir que si yo le agrego ED, va a sonar esa ED, porque termina en D. Decided. O lo mismo con invent. ¿Cuál es el último sonido de invent?
La D también.
La T en este
Invent.
caso, invent. Entonces, cuando yo use D, como termina en el sonido T, va a ser invented.
Did.
Invented. Pero de vuelta, es solamente con estos dos sonidos, T o D, ¿sí? Si termina con alguno de esos dos sonidos, el verbo infinitivo va a sonar la ED con it, si no, no. Entonces, si a mí se me vuelve a aparecer un verbo como base, based, no termina ni en T ni en D, quiere decir que no pronuncio la E cuando tiene que ser based, based. All right.
Y la pronunciación de terminación del participio en D, que suena D o T, también es muy sutil, ¿no? Es difícil.
Sí, yo no en el examen no les voy a estar pidiendo que me marquen si es T o D justamente ese sonido. Sí les voy a estar pidiéndole lo de it, sí, en cuáles sí, en cuáles sí, en cuáles no. Porque lo otro, en una conversación no se escucha, ¿sí?
Claro.
Eso no se siente. All right.
Muy de la BBC.
Oh yes, so BBC-like. All right. Good. Questions about 10A?
No.
Or questions about the extra material. I don't know if you have been working with the extra material, but I don't know if there's any question about passive voice.
I didn't understand, teacher, the passive voice, most for unit 9. I didn't understand.
From the extra material, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, give me a second. Do you remember the activity?
Yes.
Or the page where it was?
Sorry, no, teacher, sorry.
Not from here? Good. So passive voice. There are two types of sentences, active and passive. Active is the regular sentence, the subject, the verb, and the object, right? The children saw the movie. That is an active sentence. The person, the action, and the information that's behind it. Passive voice, the importance is in the object, okay? So if I say the children saw the movie, what is it that they saw? The movie. And then the verb, in passive voice, we need the verb be and the verb in the participle. Okay? Now, the verb be has to respect the original tense of the sentence or the active sentence. So if the sentence in the active form it's in the past, the verb be in passive voice will be in the past. Okay?
Yes.
And the verb in the participle, right? The third column from the list. So passive voice is always verb be and the past participle of the verb, always. Okay? And the verb be has to respect the tense of the active voice sentence. So if it is in the past, it is passive voice will be in the past. If active voice is in the present, the verb to be in passive voice will be in the present. If I use will in active voice, I will respect will in the passive sentence. So I respect the tenses, okay? And then I use by, the preposition by, and the agent. So the subject becomes the agent. Okay. If the subject is a pronoun, he, she, it, I don't use it when I use passive voice. It's not necessary. We good with this? Or if the sentence is affirmative, right? I have the subject, that was the object previously, right? The subject, verb be, and the past participle. That is the structure of a sentence in passive voice. Verb to be and the past participle. Then, if the sentence is negative, we will have the verb be plus not, right? Wasn't or isn't. And then if it is a question, the verb be comes first, then the subject, and then the past participle. Why were the palm trees imported from Florida? Okay? Yes, no?
Okay.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Then I will share this on WhatsApp with you, okay? So
Yeah.
Okay,
so you have the...
thank you.
It's more difficult.
Let's see. Let's test your memory.
It was made in 1942.
Okay, the rest agrees with this answer?
Yeah. Was me.
Like,
Was made.
Yes.
Good.
are checked.
No
Is-
one are checked.
Archer,
Bags, right? Bags.
Is it?
Bags, plural. So,
claro.
That was paid.
Was,
Painting.
Was
right.
painted.
Was
Because-
painted.
was paint,
Yes, good. Picasso no longer is, so.
claro.
All right, and
Are writing.
Are written, are written.
Written.
was bitten.
Was
Was
by
bitten.
was bitten.
Was bitten by the shark.
Was bitten.
Was
Was
worn.
Was warm.
Was warm.
Was worn.
Were built.
Were built.
Were built.
Were built.
We were stopped.
We were
Was
stopped.
stopped.
stopped, right? Stopped. We were stopped. Okay, try, okay? This is a game, so don't worry. Just, we're playing.
The window has been, no,
The window has been left open.
left open.
Okay.
The dog.
The square was chased by the dog.
No, the dog
The squirrel, right? The
A
squirrel.
squirrel. No
Was
squire,
chased by the dog.
perdón.
chased by the dog.
Chased by the dog.
What's a squirrel?
Squirrel is a ardilla.
Ardilla.
Ah, okay.
No, here have the he.
Giving a
Given.
book.
Given
A
a
book
book for his birthday.
for his
A
birthday.
book for his birthday.
All the cookies
All the
have been eaten.
Have been eaten.
The E.T. movie.
E.T. movie was directed by Spielberg.
Movie
Was directed by Spielberg.
was directed by Spielberg.
He looked
It was looked
He was looked by his grandmother.
looked after, ¿no? Es complete. Looked
It's a-
after.
Looked after is a phrasal verb. Look after
Claro.
means cuidar. Okay.
Cuidado.
He was
He
looked
was looked
after.
after by his grandmother.
His car has been stolen.
has
My car has been stolen.
Has been
the house.
The
was
house
The house
wasn't built in 1899.
1999.
1999.
The house wasn't built in 1899.
1899.
The Mona Lisa was
Was painted by the
By Da
Da
Vinci.
Vinci.
The Mona Lisa
was painted
By Da Vinci.
By Da Vinci.
These machines
Those
are
machines
used
Are used
to mix the ingredients.
ingredients.
to mix ingredients.
good.
the doors.
The doors
Going to
are going
to
to look
Going to
to
lock it
look
at 10 o'clock.
Locked.
are going
to be
to be locked.
Porque será
To be
será
locked.
At 10 o'clock.
hago una pequeño disclaimer. Nosotros no vimos be going to en voz pasiva, pero bastante bien el intento, ¿ok? Pretty good.
Mistakes were
Yes, mistakes were made. He
he
He was full
An officer, police.
He was
He was pulled by an officer police.
he was pulled
Pulled
An
over.
officer.
over.
No,
Pulled
over.
Hago una aclaración.
An officer,
Pulled over es parado, como que te paran en la calle. He was pulled over. Sí, lo pusieron a un costado.
by an officer police,
No,
and I given a ticket. No.
and
Given a ticket,
Given a ticket by an officer police.
police officer.
Police. Ay,
Police officer.
police officer.
He was pulled over and given a ticket by an officer. Police officer.
By a police officer.
Yeah.
John might be
Might be promised next year.
Next year.
you
You
will
have
You have
have
to be
to be tested
tested.
on
Just,
your English grammar.
have to be tested on.
On your English grammar.
Egyptian ancient.
The
Egyptian
ancient
pyramids
Egyptian
were built
were built.
the ship ancient.
Egyptian ancient
No, the ship pyramids.
pyramid.
Pyramids. Ah, okay.
Pyramids. The pyramids
were built
Were built
were built.
by
No,
No, the Egyptian pyramid says.
no, why no? 5,000
Were built by ancient.
were built 5,000 were built
No.
were built
New-
5,000
Nearly.
nearly
uh, 50,
It's not 55,000.
55,000 years
No.
years ago
years by
ancient
years ago by the
with the chips.
by the ancient
yes.
Very difficult.
Yes, really, really difficult.
A few, not all, but a few were difficult, I admit. But not all. Okay, how are you feeling?
Good. I feel good.
Good.
Yes.
The only Juan Pablo, you're the only one. The rest, they say, oh, not so good, maybe. Okay. Well, this activity had a mix.
when we do together it's more easy.
Of course, it's easier when you're together. The thing is, this activity had a mix of many tenses. For the exam, we will only deal with present, past, present perfect, and will. Nothing more. Those are the 4 tenses. Okay. Los 4 tiempos verbales, presente pasado, presente perfecto y will, nada más. No nos vamos a meter con otros tiempos verbales. Yet. For the time being. Number 1 is 1C, right? Number 2, geography. 2.
H.
Number 2, H. Good. Number 3, E. Great. Number 4,
B.
E. Number 5,
A.
A.
excellent. 6,
F.
F. 6F. 7.
I.
D.
I. Good.
Ah,
8.
D,
D.
G.
D. 9.
G,
G.
G,
G. Marvelous. Wonderful. And then in activity B, we have number 1 is letter H. Number 2 is
G.
G.
G. Number 3 is
C,
C.
C.
C. Number 4,
A.
A,
A.
A. Number 4, A. 5,
B,
B.
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 5B. 6,
I.
I. Number 7,
F.
F.
F. Number 8,
E.
D. And number 9,
E.
A.
A.
number 9, E.
E. Perdón, E.
9E, 9E, right? 9E. Okay, wonderful. All right, now next off, we have the grammar section, right? Used to. It says, complete the sentences with the correct form of used to and the verb phrase. Remember that used to, for example, the question, did you used to be? If it is a question, we usually use did, the person, and used to. If we use did, the verb use goes in the infinitive. Okay. In a negative sentence, the same happens. If I say, I didn't used to behave, infinitive. But if it is affirmative, used, okay, goes in the past, all right? Yeah? Yeah, no?
Yes.
Hope so. Okay, so let's do number 2A and B, right? B, it says correct the mistakes in the highlighted phrases, so you have to correct the mistakes. And that, okay, and we'll do that, okay? So again, 5 minutes, 2A, right? Number 2A, yeah.
I didn't used to behave very well.
Good. Number 2 is I didn't used to behave very well. Yeah. Number 3, affirmative, we.
We used to wear a uniform at school.
Yeah, wonderful. Number 4, question.
did Alex used to have?
Used to have a nickname. Nice. 5, pupils.
Didn't
Weren't used to study.
Didn't. Sorry, it's negative.
Didn't.
Didn't.
So the people weren't.
Right. Pupils didn't used to study IT one. Yeah. Number 6, her school.
used to be?
Used to be a same-sex school.
Used to be. Good. 7, negative, we.
Didn't used to play basketball.
Play.
Yeah, didn't used to play. Number 8, question.
Did your teachers used to give a lot of homework?
Did they used to give? Wonderful. All right. Next off, activity B, correct the mistakes in the highlighted phrases, right? If I say number 2, he used to go, what is wrong there?
He used to go.
To go.
To go.
Used to go. Wonderful. Number 3, we didn't used to understand.
In infinitive used.
Used
Claro.
to understand. Exactly, the infinitive of use. Wonderful. 4, did you used to go?
The same.
It's the same. Did you use?
Did you use? Yeah.
Infinitive.
Good. Infinitive. 5, school used to. School
Used.
used to.
Con D.
Marvelous. And 6, did your friends use help?
To help. Used to help.
Did
Okay.
your
Did
friends
your
used to?
friends
To help.
Use to help.
Used.
Yes. Wonderful. Questions?
No.
No? Good. Good. Now we're going to leap to Unit 10C, Mr. Indecisive.
Okay.
This is page 67, okay, from the grammar part. All right, this activity here, we have activity 1, right? Complete the text with the right verb. And B, use might or might not and the verb from the list to complete the sentences. And activity 2, word building, right? That is what we did last class, A and B. So page 67 complete, okay? The idea today is to finish this, that is the revision, okay? So I will give you, again, 10 minutes now, since I would like to read this paragraph, this.
I can.
Okay, Carlos, let's go.
We feel like doing something special next weekend, but we haven't decided what to do yet. It might be sunny, so we might go for a walk in the country on Saturday. We might have lunch in a restaurant, or we might take some sandwich with us. On the other hand, it might rain, so we won't be able to go out. In that case, we might invite some friends for dinner on Saturday. We might make dinner ourselves, or we might eat out. We're not sure. Everything depends on the weather, really.
Okay, excellent, very good. Questions about the verbs? All right, just to be clear. Okay, no, nothing. Good. All right, so we continue. Then activity B, again, might or might not. Who would like to read activity B, all the sentences?
Me?
Okay, Cari, let's go.
Okay. I'm reading. No. 2. Miguel doesn't speak English, so he might not get the job with the American company. 3. If you have a temperature, you might have flu. 4. My parents might not come to our party. They're thinking of going on holiday then. 5. I haven't seen Johnny with Vanessa for a long time. They might not be together anymore. 6. If the taxi doesn't come soon, we might miss the train. 7. We love skiing, so we might go to the Alps for our next holiday. 8. Sue hasn't practiced much, so she might fail her driving test.
Driving test. There, excellent, good. So one thing, number 4 is might not come, right? Negative.
Might not come. Yes.
Yeah. Good. Wonderful.
Okay. Come. What's the pronunciation?
The pronunciation in this case is come. C-O-M-E. Come.
In the past, came.
Came. Right.
Thank you.
Always infinitive with this case of used to. Okay. Wonderful. Now, word formation. Okay, we have choose, choice, confuse, confusion, decide,
decision,
right? Decision. Okay. Good. Then we have death, the verb.
Die.
Good. Educate. Education. Because it's a noun. Education. Election. Elect. Imagine. Imagination. Information.
Inform.
Invite.
Invitation.
Invitation.
Invitation. Live.
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 Live. Opt.
Option.
Option.
Option. Organization.
Organize.
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 Good. And success.
Success.
Succeed.
Yes, sorry with that one.
Success.
Succeed. Succeed.
What's the pronunciation?
Succeed. Succeed. I'm going to write that down. You have succeed. In the last one. Succeed. With a. Succeed. Mm-hmm. Succeed. Success. Okay. And the last one, it says complete the sentences with verbs or nouns from A. Okay. Any volunteer to read these sentences? No? No one? Not a soul? Okay, let's see. Number 2, it says, I made the right
Lection.
decision. And decision always goes with the verb make. El verbo make siempre se usa con el tema de decisiones. Make a decision. Okay? Para tomar una decisión. Make. Okay, number 3. They're going to invite. Yeah. All the friends. 4. At school.
Succeed at school depends on how hard you work.
Okay, success. Okay, success. At school. Good. 5. We're sorry to
Inform.
Yeah, inform that passengers. Yeah. 6. He to study. He
Decided.
Choice.
he decided. Yeah, he decided to study. Decidió. Chose in the past would be okay. He chose. Es otro verbo, ojo. Va a ser chose. Él eligió. Y eso ya no tiene que ver ni con el verbo ni con el sustantivo. Sería ir al pasado, ¿no?
Okay.
Chose, conjugarlo. Por eso pusimos decide. Pero he chose to study. No estaría mal. Hablando gramaticalmente al chose. Usarlo en pasado. No. He chose to study. He decided to study. Yeah. Okay.
También.
Can you imagine?
Opt. He opt. El tema es con la preposición to. Opt to. Opt for in that case. Now in this case could be number 6. Chose in the past or decided. Okay, 7. Can you
Imagine.
Imagine.
A world.
imagine?
Without electricity.
Yeah. Yeah, excellent. And 8. The documentary was about what? The life. Life with F,
Life.
right? The life. Wonderful. Questions?
No.
No. All right. Wonderful. Now, we have a few other things to do regarding the test. So this is the book, right? This is page 82.
The book.
Yeah, from the book. Page 82.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a mock exam as always. So you have to try not to look at your notes, the book. Try to do this with what you know, okay? Because this is to prepare for the test. So on this page that says grammar, you have a multiple choice activity, all right, to practice, and the vocabulary activity. So you will do grammar and vocabulary. Again, I will give you 10 minutes, okay? Try to do this without looking at your notes, okay? Try to do this with what you know, so you can evaluate, right? Assess yourselves, okay?
Okay.
B or C?
For me, B.
And the rest?
For me, C.
Okay, so this is a little revision from previous units, right? If I saw a snake, I would be terrified. Second conditional. If I saw. So it is past simple and then would infinitive. What about number 2? Would
Would you see?
What would you do? Right?
Yes.
Get it. Number 3.
A. Wouldn't buy.
Wait. A. I wouldn't buy. Yeah, that bike if I were you. Number 4.
A, leave.
Sí,
B.
sí.
For C. I have lived in this house since I was 12.
Ajá.
Viví.
Viene viviendo de esa
Exacto.
fecha.
Exacto. Cuando tenía 12 empecé a vivir ahí y he vivido ahí desde los 12. O sea que todo este trayecto hasta el día de hoy ha vivido ahí. 5. We haven't seen my uncle.
C.
Sí. Sí.
B. For a long time.
For a long time. Yeah. 6. Have you had... Okay.
How long?
How long?
How long?
C.
How
A.
long? A. How long? 7. I
was.
I was married.
I was married for 15 years. I got divorced in 2010. Si dice yo casarme hace 15 años, por 15 años, perdón, y me divorcié en 2010, es porque estuve casado. Ya no lo estoy. Okay, I was married. Finished action. When?
When did?
Did. ¿Cuándo murió? Estoy preguntando por una acción finalizada. Pasado simple. When did she die? 9. The dishwasher.
Was invented.
Was invented. B.
Was invented. Yes. 10. The first book in the series was
Right?
Written. D.
written. Past participle. Participio en el voz pasiva, so written. 11. The Mona Lisa was painted
By. B.
by. 12. When I was a child, I
B.
Used to.
used
Con
to
D.
have. Yes, good.
Used to. B.
13. Jack.
Didn't used to.
B.
Didn't used to.
Sí, didn't and infinitive. Okay, didn't, si usamos el auxiliar didn't, va a ser un infinitivo. 14. I might
To buy?
B.
buy
Buy.
something.
Buy.
Ah.
Yeah,
A.
might buy. 15. Sue
Might not
To. Might not.
come tonight.
Might not come
not come.
tonight.
Yeah.
B.
Okay. Excellent. Very good. Now, vocabulary. It says make nouns from the verbs. So, number 1, elect,
Election.
election. Decide,
Decision.
decision. Choose,
Choice.
Choice.
organize,
Organization.
organization. Die,
Death.
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 death. Succeed,
Success.
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 success. Good. And imagine,
Imagination.
wonderful. Then B, circle the word that is different. So we have butterfly, goat, fly, and mosquito.
Go.
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 Okay, good. Goat, right? The rest are connected. So where's goat? No. Goat. Number 2, pig, sheep, cow, lion.
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 Lion, right? Good. 3, spider, shark, jellyfish, whale.
Spider.
Spider.
A spider. The others are sea animals, right? So the spider, no. 4, scared, afraid, frightened, fear.
Frightened.
Fear.
Here.
Fear.
Fear.
It's a noun.
Fear.
Fear is a noun. Frightened, afraid, and scared are adjectives. Right? So adjectives and fear, noun. 5. Marks, history,
La misma
biology.
traducción.
Marks.
Oh, sorry?
El 4, scared, afraid y frightened, ¿se traducen casi igual? No,
Yes, they're
¿no?
synonyms.
Okay.
Yeah, they're synonyms. Okay, good. And then we have maths, marks, history and biology.
Number 5, marks.
No, number 5, marks. Yeah, I highlighted maths. Yeah, no.
Rest is in subject.
Marks. Yeah, good. Marks. 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 Excellent. Then complete with a verb from the list in the right form. Okay. In Britain, most people
Retire.
retire, of course. Good. Then number 2, I
Fall in love.
fell in love because it says when I was 15, so it's in the past.
Claro, fell is in the past.
Number 1, retire in infinitive.
Yes, retire, infinitive in that case.
Okay.
Then number 2 is fell in the past. Number 3, penicillin was
Discovered.
Right? Discovered.
Yes.
By Alexander, yeah. Well, the Lord of the Rings films were
Based.
Based. 5. The first Apple computer was
Designed.
Designed. Yeah. Designed, right? With ed. Designed by Steve. All right, good. Questions so far? No, nothing. Good. Okay, then write the words for the definitions. Oh, these are about animals. So, a wild animal that lives in Australia.
Koala.
Kangaroo, koala. Okay, I can accept koala.
Kangaroo, claro, lo mismo.
Yeah. Okay, good. Number 2, an insect that makes honey.
Bee.
Bee. Yeah, the bee. Then a reptile that lives in rivers in Africa and Australia.
Crocodile.
Crocodile. Yeah. A male cow.
Bull.
Bull. Yeah, it's a bull. Very afraid.
Tarantula.
What?
Terrified.
Terrified. Okay. But good guess. I would be terrified if I saw a tarantula. So, yes. But in this case, very afraid, terrified. Okay. Aterrorizado, terrified. Then 6. A couple usually do this before they get divorced.
Separate.
Yeah, separate. Then a school subject that includes physics, chemistry, and biology.
Secondary.
Science, right? Physics, chemistry, science. And number 8. It says information you get from your school at the end of each term.
Review.
Not review, report.
Report.
Okay, if 80% of these activities were okay, excellent, we're on the good track. If less than 60% was okay, that means we have to revise and study, right? So here you have to self-correct, right? And check to see what you need for the test, right? Okay, pronunciation. It says circle the word with a different sound, right? For example, number 1 says ear, ear. Which word doesn't have the sound ear?
Bird.
Bear.
Okay, good. Bear.
Okay.
Number 2, it's O.
Cow.
Phobia.
Go. Go.
Obvia.
Cow. Owl.
Cow.
Right? Cow.
Cow. Ow. Claro, ow. Cow.
Phobia, show, homework. Cow. Cow is different.
Cow. Primary children, spider, mite.
3 children, maybe.
Children.
Number 3, I. Yeah. Yes. Of course.
Children.
Children. Primary, spider, mite, children.
Where. Nervous. Where.
And
Nervous.
air.
Care. There. Where. Nervous.
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 For me, nervous.
Good. Good. It's nervous. Nervous. Right?
Student.
And 5 is you. You.
Subject.
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 Subject. Student, used, confusion, subject. Right?
And
Nice.
second.
Okay, questions so far?
No.
No? Okay. Then activity B, it says underline the stressed syllable, right? For example, we have number 1, G and Ralph. Which is the stressed?
G.
Rough.
Rough.
Giraffe.
Rough.
Good. And with number 2,
E.
E.
E. Elephant, right? E. Number 3,
Se.
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 secondary. Yeah, secondary. 4,
Tire.
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 And the last one,
Sign.
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 sign. Design. All right, marvelous. Questions so far?
No.
No? All right. Now we're going to skip page 83 because we're going to do the listening, right? It says,
Okay.
can you understand these people? And it says, well, in the streets, watch or listen to 5 people and answer the questions. And there are 5 questions here, right? Multiple choice questions. So I'm going to play the video twice,
Okay.
as I usually do, and then we'll see how it goes.
Do you have a phobia?
Yes, I don't like being in confined spaces like a cave.
How long have you had it?
Since I was a child.
How does it affect your life?
I try not to go into caves or very small spaces.
What animal would you most like to see in the wild? For example, on a safari.
Well, I've already been on safari, so I've seen quite a few of them, but we didn't see any leopards when I went on safari, so I'd really like to see a leopard in the wild.
Did you like school?
Yeah, I loved school
Why?
because you learnt lots of new things and there was lots of sport to do and all your friends were at school.
What were your best and worst subjects?
Maybe languages, so I liked French, but also science and maths. And worst subject? I don't know, I like them all.
What do you do?
I'm a teacher.
How long have you worked there?
6 years.
What's your favourite building in New York?
Probably the Empire State Building.
Why do you like it?
I like the decor, I like the design of it, and it's because it's centralized. It's just the perfect location for that kind of a skyscraper.
What do you know about it?
I know it was put together in the late 20s and it opened in 1931, I think.
All right, are we okay, or do you need to play it again?
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, all right. Let's see then. Here. So, David has had
Claustrophobia.
claustrophobia. Yep, good. And in the case of Joanna, would like to see leopards in the wild because
They are not one of the wild animals she hasn't seen yet. See.
okay, good. Animal she hasn't seen. Okay. Everyone agrees with this? The silence. Number 3, when Polly was at school.
I think it's she liked most subjects.
Most subjects. B.
B, she liked most subjects. Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah Jane has been a teacher
For 6 years.
For 6 years. And Justin loves the Empire State Building because
he thinks it's in exactly the right place.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how are we feeling? Ready for the exam?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Okay. Okay.
Teacher.
Maybe, perhaps.
Yeah, I missed
We have
all.
to play yes. No?
I missed all the day.
This is, again, I think that the most difficult part is passive voice, because the rest I think is rather easy. Passive voice is the thing that's a bit more tricky, let's say.
Yes, it's what we do, inverted.
Yeah, I know it is, but well, it takes practice, okay? So start practicing. So we all agreed that next week is the exam, right? ¿Todos de acuerdo que la semana que viene es el examen? Yes.
Okay.
Todos
Next week.
done. Next week. Okay, good.
Not okay. Objection.
No objections. I love it. Wonderful. So next week we are not having our virtual meeting, okay?
Okay.
Our virtual meeting, you're having the test.
Okay.
Now, since we are meeting in 2 weeks, all right, 2 weeks time, there will be a little homework. Homework from this book, you will have page 162. Where is it? 162. Here. It says expressing movement.
Okay.
This is all about prepositions of movement, okay, and phrases that we use to express movement. So homework page 162, okay, and then that is homework, and then we will have a speaking assignment, okay, group speaking assignment. I'm going to create a Google Drive. Sorry. A Google Drive, so we can refresh the groups, para que podamos refrescar los grupos, y lo digo en español. Voy a necesitar, como siempre, que vayan armando los grupos. Pueden ser los del año pasado que ya conocían, pasa que hay compañeros que son nuevos, por eso quizás armarlo desde un Drive. La idea es volver a la dinámica de grupos, pero yo ya les voy a mandar ahora las pautas, ¿sí? Cosa de, ¿por qué? It says, instructions for students, form groups of 3, 4, 5 people, okay, we'll see. Choose one topic from the list below. Use the 15 questions as inspiration to create 5-7 minute conversation. And it says you must use, this is what's advisable, examples of passive voice, examples of used to, examples of might, right? The things we have used. And of course, be ready to perform or present your conversation. So the topics, one is school then and now. So you can compare school, what it was some years ago and what is now. Then old jobs and modern work, right? How it has changed. And then life without technology. ¿Ok? Entonces, lo que les voy a pedir